Nice. Oh, wow. Finish to caliber.
Rebel Baycrafter Extraordinaire with Zombie Baycraft here today, and I've got a great video for y'all today. It is, can Tenka Shiroboshi actually win a BeybladeX tournament? Now, for those of you who have seen the last video where I did this with Mako, I was running a deck of only blades that Mako Miyoden would have used in the BeybladeX anime. Same thing here. I'm only going to be using blades that Tenka has used. I'm allowing myself to use custom combos because, honestly, the stock combos are terrible, for the most part. And I'm going to join a tournament and see if I can win while cosplaying Tenka and running a Tenka-themed BeybladeX deck. So, long story short, let's go ahead and explain the rules. It is going to be this tournament goes into 5 rounds of what we call Swiss format. The people who were the top 8 players within the Swiss rounds make it to a single elimination tournament. Now, in order to get your points, matches are done in best 2 out of 3 sets. Sets are first to 4 points, and whoever gets at least 2 sets wins. You get the idea. As for my first opponent, I got matched up against one of the best players in the league, unfortunately, so, and I also self-KO'd here, so my opponent got 2 points. By the way, I have now updated my things, and now I've realized in my previous videos I kind of had a problem with people being confused about the scoring, so I now have scores in the top corners, so you can see where I am, which one my opponent is, and yeah. I did get an extreme finish on Wizard Rod with Samurai Saber. A lot of crazy stuff happening here with Caliber versus Shark Scale. But then it ends up going for a spin because my Caliber was on low stamina. So yeah. Golem getting an over on me. And the Wizard Rod came back from the over finish pocket after my Samurai started going on low spin. Now, depending on who wins this one, it could go either way. And my Samurai Saber was, yeah. That one kind of sucked. We both have 1 set point each. Wizard outspins my steel. Shark Scale ends up getting an outspin on my Caliber, which was terrifying because that was almost an extreme. Time for Saber. And there's a spin. And yeah, I lost here. Anyways, on to my next opponent. This is Lightning DS, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is Lightning DS. Starts off with an extreme finish, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I forgot to switch. I completely forgot to put my opponent's scoreboard and my scoreboard on the opposite sides because I'm on the left side, but my scoreboard is on the right. So, whoops. Anyways, we're now 3 points each. It is now my Samurai Saber versus Hover Wyvern here. I don't remember if I get the spin or if the hover gets a spin. Oh yeah, the hover gets a spin here. Hover Wyvern is such a scary Beyblade. It has so much stamina, despite being one of the hardest hitting things in the game. So my opponent has a set point over me. Oops. I may or may not have dropped my Samurai Caliber here. Alrighty, big bunch of misses from Hover Wyvern. Caliber should take all of this and just take the safe spin finish. Yep. So now Steel comes out versus Phoenix Wing. And Extreme Finish.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go shoot!
Samurai Saber gets an over finish. So now I have 3 points. Caliber versus Phoenix happens. And I lose via spin finish, so my opponent wins here. I'm not doing too hot here because I have 2 losses in Swiss round, which means the only way for me to win here and get into the top 8 would be if I got 3 wins in a row. So, is this how it gets started? Because I get matched up against my friend Eli here. Who is running Golem Rock here. Get a boring spin finish here. Thank you, Caliber. Now it's my Saber versus... I don't even remember what that was. I think that was Vice. Either way, scores 3-2. Time for something crazy here that we see. Yeah, they knocked me onto the top of the shroud, but I came back in and fell into the extreme zone. That did apparently count. And now we each have a set point. Overfinish happens. I start with 2. And we tie here? Yeah, we tie here. This is... Yeah.
Yeah, I could not tell.
Another reshoot because I flew out the top. And I get overed. And then self-over pocket for my opponent. So I won that one. On to the next opponent. Who, funnily enough, after getting matched up against Eli, I then get matched up against his brother. Who is also a friend of mine, MNFer. Starts off with a spin finish for M. Then another spin finish for M. M really likes their stamina blades. So yeah, this match is going to be very long because we're both pretty much just running all stamina. This is going to be a whole lot of nothing. This entire match is a whole lot of nothing. A lot of stamina, a lot of speed ups because I'm not trying to have y'all need to have a second video open. I'm probably relegated to y'all's third monitor content anyway. Either way, spin finish. M wins that one, so there goes my chance of hitting the finals. But interesting thing does happen here. I get matched up against my cousin, Blader B, who was also on a losing streak for this entire tournament. And, they lost pretty much every match they were in until they decided to take the Baycraft advice of reverse grip with a winder launcher. Yep. You can tell Blader B's my cousin because reverse grip with a winder launcher. The only other person that uses a winder launcher in reverse grip is me. I mean, y'all have seen it in my previous videos. I just went with string here because it felt like it would give me more control with my stamina types. And Blader B somehow sends their wizard rod all the way up and over out of the stadium like that. And then Blader B self-extremes. So I get 3 points from there.
Most epic is the battle.
Players ready. 3, 2, 1,
And then I get an extreme finish on their hover wyvern.
That's still a wall ball? Yep. Oh, cool.
So now I have a set point against Blader B.
first play. Players ready. 3, 2, 1,
And then their golem hits my caliber into the over pocket, but it came back out. And unfortunately, it wasn't enough for me to win because I lost a bit too much stamina in the over pocket. But I'd rather take the 1 point loss over a 3. Or 2. Because it was an over pocket, not the extreme zone.
ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Players ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
And then Samurai Saber versus Wizard Rod. This is kind of a bad matchup for me because Wizard Rod tends to outspin Samurai Saber, but I got bursted somehow. So B now has a set point. Anyways, as we go into this final set, I'm just going to yap for a little bit because how do I explain this one? I really don't think Tenka could. I don't think Tenka could win an IRL BeybladeX tournament because the Samurai Bays are a bit too focused onto stamina, and there's not enough attack with the Samurai Bays to actually get those big points that you need, especially in the current meta, where it's hyper-focused on attack due to things like Shark Scale, Hover Wyvern, and the like. And, yep, B gets an extreme finish there. And also, if y'all want to see me do more character decks like this, y'all should go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, comment below your thoughts on the video, do all that jazz. Yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. For now, you can go ahead and enjoy the rest of this.
Players ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Just by the way, I taught Blader B everything you know, so I'm totally not John in here. I did teach Blader B everything you know, so he knows how to beat me. Bye!